Welcome back, Lad, and welcome to another Monday morning interview. We got a special guest, Bozo Goon
Yes,
Talk.
sir. Yes, sir.
Man, I was excited for this one. You know, this one was what, 1 month in the making.
Yeah,
I tried getting
for sure.
him in December. You know, when he dropped Grinch Mode.
Yeah.
I tried getting him there. I was like, man, my boy, he got the high. We're about to have him on. But you know, due to life, we both got busy. You know, but today made it happen, man. So nice to meet you finally, Bozo.
Thank you.
You know?
Appreciate you for inviting me, dog.
Hell yeah, bro. So, you know, the reason why I invited you, bro, is because I see that you're trying to do something different that not a lot of rappers are doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of rappers, all they're talking about is pussy, drugs, and money.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
And, yeah, you may rap about that, but on your gram, it's like it's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see you talking about credit. I see you
Yeah.
talking about real estate. I see you talking about business.
Uh-huh.
You know, and that's what we stand on.
Yeah,
You
most
feel
definitely.
me?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to promote to our community as Hispanics, bro. And you know, raza, you know what I'm saying? We don't just have to work jobs. We can't just save money and keep cash. We got to get that cash to work for us.
Most definitely.
You feel me? So talk to me a little bit about your story, just, you know, for my followers, just to kind of get to know you.
Okay, so I'm an independent artist out of Southeast Los Angeles, city of Pico Rivera. I predominantly do none but hip-hop, rap, gangster rap, Chicano rap, however you want to call it. I accept it, bring it, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But I am a hustler by nature. All I know is grind. All I know is hustle. All I know is invest in myself. I grew up with a mother that sold clothes out of her van, you know?
That's right.
And then before my mother passed away, she was a homeowner in the city of Pico Rivera. So I've seen the progression. I've seen the what happens when you just have a resilient attitude towards, how should you say it? I don't want to say wealth, but because it's not always about wealth, right?
Of course.
Prosperity, you know what I'm saying? To prosper, you know what I'm saying? And I've learned that through the family structure, it's very important to have the family structure for a man to become a successful businessman.
Oh yeah, you have to have the family nucleus down. Is what you're saying.
You have to have that. Well, yeah. What I'm saying is this: like, you know, not all men are born with a purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So once you become accountable for other people's well-being, for their prosperity as far as economical wealth and their future, then you start to become more aware of what you need to do to help them. So what I'm saying is this: most individuals that are hustling are out here looking for instant gratification.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me, I'm only going to be satisfied once I know my kids are straight. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my gratification won't come for another 20 years, maybe 15, but I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Because
yeah.
I know that in the process, everything that I'm doing and all the things that I'm accomplishing are giving me gratification also. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
So as a hustler, it's like this, dog. I feel like you need to have something that outweighs any risk. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is this: like, I can't make moves. I can't afford to live a lifestyle that is fake, because at the end of the day, I got to make sure my family's straight.
They're fed. There's a roof over their head.
So it keeps me grounded. You know what I'm saying? My
Hell
family
yeah.
has to keep me grounded. I always tell people, like, I'm like that bird you see on National Geographic. Like, when he lands on the nest and all the little birds are right there, with the little mouth open. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is at my house. You know what I'm saying? I've allowed my wife to stay home for the last 8 years to raise my kids.
Props, my boy.
Because I believe that that's very important. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I've made myself the only breadwinner in my family, because I think that motherly love is important. You know what I'm saying? Because I had it. You know what I mean? So, and I see the results of a woman being around you all the time and building you up with confidence and nurturing you to become a powerful man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what's crazy, bro, is that my generation, obviously I'm 23, my boy, or 24. Damn, I almost forgot my own age.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. So I'm 24, but my generation, you know, that's a traditional way of thinking.
Yeah, it is.
And the thing is, bro, is that, like, my generation, they'll debate that shit all day. And I'm like, bro, you need to realize, like you said, kids need that motherly love.
Mandatory.
Not only that, but the motherly, like, I feel like, look, bro, a relationship works like this, in my eyes. I'm the owner of the team, and you're the quarterback.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, you're out there making the plays and stuff like that.
It's in the Bible.
Yeah, exactly.
It's written. I mean, we shouldn't be looking to be smarter than our past history. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, look, dog, we forget what, like, people are prisoners of what have you done for me lately. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody never likes to give credit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, all we know how to do is say, this ain't where I'm at right now is not where I'm happy to be at. Well, little do you know that it was generations before you that worked so hard to get you where you're at now. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And that progression in your family history or your community, whatever, is never given any credit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's undervalued because our economy has got so materialistic. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you need to understand that at one point in time, maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago, that was wealth.
Family.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was family,
yeah.
having a home, and that's it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we didn't need to be fucking Fortune 500 fucking business owners. We didn't need to be fucking Master P. We weren't looking to be Jeff Bezos. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So wealth is in the beholder, dog. You understand what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you gotta understand, homie. With more money does come more problems.
Hell yeah.
So you need to ask yourself, how many problems do I want?
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That needs to be dotted up in the and when you're making
Your
when you're
goals?
seeing your gross pay, what you're paying on taxes, and what's coming back into the business, you need to also put on there how many problems am I avoiding and how many problems am I gaining by these moves that I'm making.
That's true.
So everything has to be strategic. You understand what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
losses can happen at any given time, dog.
Yeah, it's chess, not
Look,
checkers.
the homie can look. I've been doing this a while, dog. I've gone through like so many different partners that have helped me with producing, artists that I've worked with, independent labels that I signed that I had to shake, because nobody's going to behold your dream like you do. Nobody's going to sacrifice the way you do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So I believe that the key thing to this is like to commit first and foremost, to tell yourself, look, I'm going to do this shit on my own. It's going to be all me. Like that, you avoid feelings hurt. Like that, you avoid disappointments. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else, they don't even do it intentionally. They're just going to disappoint you no matter what, because their priorities are different than yours.
Yeah, you're going in there with a mission,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going in there, like you said, instant gratification. Like, oh yeah, we're just gonna run this
Well,
up.
they're
And
looking
that's
at it
it
for an investment. It's an investment. At the end of the day, it's business, dog. Like, people underestimate like judgment of character when you're doing business with people. Like, that's a huge skill to have, dog, to be able to determine what people you want around you and what people you don't.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Not only that, bro, but all right, you've been an entrepreneur for quite a while.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Can you agree that me and you can see a potential in somebody,
Mm-hmm.
right? You could be like, damn, this was going to be great. This was going to do this. This was going to do that, you know? And if they're not taking it out, it kind of gets you mad, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So because we could see that in people, it gets us so mad that they're not taking it out, but it's not your fault, right?
No, it's nobody's fault, dog. It's like, okay, it's like for the company that I'm working for right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just recently had to like impose my will as far as our business etiquette and how we're carrying ourselves, right?
Yeah.
But I'm doing it from the position of a foreman, not necessarily a project manager or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But professionalism is important no matter who it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like, business etiquette is valued no matter who it's coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as a people see our culture, all we know is work hard, eh?
Yeah.
Work hard, work hard, work hard. Even when fools get hurt at the job site, they're scared to complain because we're not built that way. You understand what I'm saying?
Not only that, but when you get scared and you're like, I think they're gonna fire me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because but you know, and that's true. You might get fired. You might suffer losses on taking stands as far as like work and all that. But it's necessary because, you know, one thing about like being a hard worker is like doors are always going to open.
Hell yeah.
And your reputation will follow you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You won't last without a job for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. Actually, I want to get your perspective on this. Then, in our community, what do you think is the biggest problem on why our community doesn't invest their money?
Because we're not educated on the advantages of investing money. See, so look, so what I've done, I'm going to give you, for example, myself, right?
Like, how'd you learn is what I'm pretty much asking.
Well, I learned it on my own. Just the hunger to discover that. I don't have nobody to hand me jewels, dog. Everything that I've done on my own. With help of people, of course, you know, like that have joined me as a team. But as far as like the mission and the dream, I've had to figure it out on my own. And I'm not book smart, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? But I am observant. I know how to observe like a motherfucker. You know, like there's a lot of big artists that I've worked with that have mentored me because I'm always asking questions, you know?
Yeah.
I will never stop. I'll ask, hey, why did you drop this single on YouTube only instead of digital distribution right away? Oh, because you want the embedded sound of your song to be monetized as soon as it hits streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? So more or less what we're doing is warming up the algorithms towards your track. You You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So asking questions is very important, and having that humbleness in front of you to admit at times that you don't know something. You know what I mean? Like, our people, we tend to know everything. Es que somos indios, güey. You know? And that indio pride always kicks in.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing more than me, and you don't know better than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll be the less Indian. I'll let you be the chief, dog. Don't trip. I have no problem with that, as long as what we're doing is productive.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like what I say, bro. We got to be sponges.
Yeah,
you got to learn
definitely.
how to shut the fuck up and sit down.
Well, we got to be sponges. We got to stop being scared. See, what I find is that everybody's willing to gamble somebody else's money, right? Okay, let's talk the rap game right now, right? Every artist that you know out here that you've probably interviewed or that you follow right now, I guarantee you doesn't fund their own music.
Doesn't what?
Doesn't fund
their own
financially
music?
Their own music and their own projects.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the problem with that is this, dog, because they're not willing to sacrifice the other time that they have to create that money to be able to put into your business, into your creativity, into your art form. See, that's all I do. All I do is grind my ass off all day, so I have the capital to make the moves that I want when I want.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I stopped being signed to labels fucking years ago, dog.
What label were you signed in?
Fan First. Fan First was the first independent label I signed when I got out of prison, but I needed that deal. You understand what I'm saying?
Because you got learned.
That was my apprenticeship. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I stood within my spending means. I never quit my 9 to 5. So as I was building my music portfolio, I was also building my business portfolio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I put myself in school. As soon as I got out of prison, dog, I did my 10 years. I understood that the key was a job title. I knew that I have to have a title. I knew that I couldn't freestyle like my parents did back in the days, you know, stay with a company. You'll eventually get hired on permanently. You'll get full benefits. Hopefully they have a pension. Like, I knew that shit was out for me.
Yeah, because you're dependent on somebody else.
So I decided to educate myself, invest time into an education, so therefore I can have a job title, and therefore I can walk into another company to be employed with already a position in demand. You know what I'm saying? That I could call mine. You know what I'm saying? So as I built my resume up, dog, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, dog, I've tripled my wage from when I got out of prison.
Yeah, and how long? Well, it's been.
I've been out 8 years now.
Okay.
I told myself when I got out of prison in 10 years I'd buy a house. I'm buying a house by this summer. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and I'm doing this on my own. No co-signer, no parents, no nothing, dog.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
I fuck with that.
But it comes with determination, you know what I'm saying? And what we need to understand is this, that every time you exert energy into labor is profitful, is investment. Don't ever think that waking up for 9 to 5 is a waste of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People, because look, dog.
That's the start to everyone's
dream.
Look,
a lot of times it's not a lot of times, dog, it's not about the ways that you're making. It's about the structure that you're developing.
Okay.
It's about the machine mentality that you're creating in yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about the habits that job provides you with. Like you said, I'm up at 4 a.m. every morning.
Hell yeah.
Dog, even on the weekends when I'm off, I only do 410s. So my other 3 days are all to myself. You know what I'm doing at 4 a.m? I'm writing music. My kids are asleep. My mind is sharp as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm used to being in prison. I'm used to being at the door ready to go hit the whole yard or hit the yard on the 3 yard. So it's on you what you make of the habits that you develop. See, I chose to take the gang mentality and turn and flip it to make me a monster in the business that I prefer and that I want to engage in. You feel what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like, I took the politicking on the yard that I did with killers and gangsters, and I applied that shit with record labels. And I took my gang and I flipped my gang name from Pico Nuevo to New Pick so I can make it marketable. And eventually, if I do blow up, I can leave my barrio a trademark and something to come up with.
Yeah, chestnut checkers.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, chestnut checkers.
Like, when I decided to come into this game, when I paroled from prison, I already knew. In 2004, when I went to prison, I was signed to Universal. I avoided that contract. I burned them for their advance unintentionally, right? I went away and did 10 years. When I did 10 years, I knew where I was at. So I let go of the rap shit. I told myself, it's time to handle business. This is what you decided to do. It's time to handle business, and it's time to take these years, this decade plus some that you're going to do and make yourself a better man, because right now you're coming up short. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get high while I was in prison. What I did was I read the Bible. I read scholars that wrote books. I worked out every fucking day to maintain myself Because my body is my temple. You know what I'm saying? My mind is only as strong as my body is, and my body is only as strong as my mind is. They complement each other. So I understood the steps, because the hood raises you nothing more than instant overnight. You got to make it, eh? You know, either everything is get rich or die trying. Nah, dog. Nah. You know what I mean? It's keep trying till you get rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not the other way around. Those are fabricated fantasies, bro. That's not a legitimate excuse to die. Getting rich is not an excusable way to die, fool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's leaving seeds, planting seeds, and leaving a legacy. Legacies are worth dying. You know what I'm saying? Because legacies live on. But in our community, I just see a lot of the biggest flaw that I can see in our community is this, dog. Nobody wants to have life insurance.
Facts.
Dog, I just left the car wash right now where I dropped
Facts.
off money, and I guarantee you that every homie that's out there doesn't have life insurance. I have 3 policies on my own. You know what I'm saying?
You got whole life or term?
Whole life.
Okay.
I have 2, and then I have 2 on my own, and then my sister has one for me also.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because through life, when we lost my mother was a homeowner. I was evicted out of that house 6 months after she passed away on my own.
On probate or?
Excuse me?
Did it go to probate or no?
It got foreclosed. I don't know. I was a kid. You know, all I know is that we got evicted. All I know is that I was the last one there at the age of 13 with no electricity, no gas on, no parents, nobody there. I was the last one there. In that home, all alone, homeless. My dad was on his own agenda. My dad lost his mind when my mother died. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't count on him no more, you know? So I kept that with me, dog. Like I didn't take that instant or that history as a moment to be sad.
You didn't victimize yourself.
Fuck no, dog. Yeah. What I told myself is like, if I'm walking out this house, when I leave this house, I'm leaving all that motherly love and all that soft shit that I had going on and all the liabilities that I had emotional in that house, eh? You know what I mean? I left every excuse to be weak and every excuse to be sad or to be frightened or have fear in my heart. I left it in that house, eh? So when they took that house, they took all my fear with it. You know what I'm saying? And I walked into the world knowing that I had to be a grown-ass man at the age of 13. My dad himself told me, mijo, I can't do nothing for you no more, eh? At the age of 14, my dad took a drive with me through the back streets of the hood. I remember him buzzed as usual. And he looked at me across the sea. And in Spanish, he told me, mijo, ya no puedo hacer nada por ti. Te tienes que cuidar, te tienes que ser hombre.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? And I took that shit. But look, dog, I took that shit. I embraced it, fool. I took it as a challenge. Because my dad used to shine shoes at 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day in Durango, Mexico, wherever he was from. You know what I'm saying? So I understood what he was saying. I didn't take it as him telling me, like, I don't love you no more. I don't want to take care of you. What he was telling me was like, bro, I already put you on. You already know what you got to do. Now go do it.
Yeah, go fly. Go fly out the
That's the way I took it. See, it's about perspective. It's on you how you want to take the message that's given to you.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? I decide to take hate even as a compliment.
Me too.
Because the only reason that you hate me, dog, is because I affect you emotionally. So whether you realize it or not, we have a relationship, boy. The only thing that matters is who's controlling this relationship. See, I want to be the aggressor at all times. But the flip side of that is that I'm loyal to a fault. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to love you and be loyal to you. So when you do turn on me, dog, I have no sympathy and I will not hesitate to do anything to you from that point on. Because I know I gave you my all. And that goes for my relationships. That goes for my friendships. That goes for the streets. That goes at work. Any aspect of my life, I carry that with me. So I give you my all so that when you turn it, dog, I don't got to give you shit at all no more after that.
So your life is what turned you into the mindset you have
Well,
today.
my mother, I believe that my mother lived the 12 years that she gave me in her life to make me a hustler. And I believe that my dad raised me to the age of 12 to make me a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? So my dad was a gentleman, a classy individual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Swag the fuck out. That's where I get my swagger from. You know what I'm saying? And the hustler came from my mother, and the killer came from my mother too. You know what I'm saying? So and then my barrio, my hood, thank God, like I fell into a good neighborhood, dog. Like a neighborhood that didn't abuse me, a neighborhood that didn't take advantage of me, a neighborhood that saw what I was missing and they were willing to give me that. You know what I'm saying?
I guess what you're saying is they didn't treat you like a crash dummy.
Nah, hell no. Never a crash dummy. You know, I was always prioritized. I was always loved. You know what I'm saying? I was always treated as someone important. But at the same time, I didn't abuse it neither. You know what I'm saying? It's about discipline. Everything comes with discipline. But like we were saying in our community, that's what lacks though, is business savvy. Like I opened up my LLCs in order to get grants to do things that I want to do in my business. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Back in 2020 or what?
I did it this year. I finally did it in 2022. 2022 I did it. Because when the COVID happened, I seen the opportunities that were being given to small business owners.
Yeah.
So of course I did the PPP loan, but I didn't blow it on drugs and strippers. I invested that shit into my business.
That's what I did. I got like $6,000 from that shit.
Exactly. And then I took the advances that labels gave me before, and I put it into my own. You know what I'm saying? Like to run my own music business and be independent on my own. You know what I'm saying? And then I have a love for animals, so I invested in my kennel. I say this shit to rappers all the time, like, dog, you be flossing your chains. I got dogs that cost more than the jewelry you're wearing. Like, what in the fuck are you talking about?
Facts.
And they breed by the dozen. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you know, what are we prioritizing? But, you know, a lot of us, like I told you, somos indios, so we're about materialistic things. We want to wear our wealth. You know what I mean? We want to wear it. We want to demonstrate and show it because we come from poverty and all this shit. But, dog, like I said before, it's about perspective. It's like, at that point, you got to think, if I'm wearing all this shit, yeah, it makes me feel like a king. But most of the time, I'm making it to satisfy the people around me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To promote an image.
Hell yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I didn't rap, I wouldn't have this shit. I would have dropped this shit on something else. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's about perspective, dog, and it's about wanting to be a businessman. It's about wanting to know more about business, dog. It's about learning how to do your taxes, learning how to get your LLCs, learning how to get your publishing, learning how to get all your royalties lined up. See, I have 5 different entities that I collect money from each song. So if you're getting your business right, dog, you know that there's neighboring rights, you know that there's royalties, you know that there's mechanical streams, you know that there's neighboring streams, you know that there's publishing that you could collect. Now you know that there's ad money that you could collect from YouTube through ad rev.
So that's 5 different sources.
There's 5 different entities that you
for one song.
For one song. Each song you can monetize it 5 different ways if you own the song. That's you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why labels, they do 360 deals or they do 120 deals to see how much they can squeeze from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just had a conversation with Lefty Two Guns, the homies doing this thing.
Yeah.
I just reached out to his manager right now because, see, what I'm trying to do is empower the little homies. Not that they're my little homies. People get that to empower the youth under me. You understand what I'm saying?
He's saying little homies like anyone that's younger
because
than
I love the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's why I say it. I don't say it to be disrespectful. I say it because, to me, I see them as my next generation. You know what I'm saying? Whether they see me like that or not, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's about my perspective, not theirs. You know what I'm saying? I'm trapped in my own dogma, my own world. So I see the homie coming up. First thing I do, I open the cell phone. I go to his YouTube page. I don't see an artist badge on his YouTube channel. So right away, I know that all these views, all these streams are not being monetized. And to me, that's inexcusable. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And he has management and
you feel like he's lacking management?
No. Hear me out. He has management, but I understand how it is, even as management, to be coming up in this game. Other managers don't put you up on game because to them, that's their contract. You understand what I'm saying? So me being the homie, me knowing what I want, what I got to do, I just send a DM. Hey, my dog, boom, boom, boom. You're missing this, and that. You're managing the homie, so I'm getting at you, so I empower you furthermore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're helping him out get his bag. Yeah.
Because I know, dog, listen, I might not benefit nothing from that right there and then, but I know one way or another, dog, I'm going to be blessed through that action that I'm taking because I'm empowering people in my business and in my circle. Yeah. So people don't understand that when one of us win, we all win. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. One way or another. Every step, dog, look, homie, Lefty just got out of prison, right? Going crazy, doing all this shit.
I seen that, bro.
All this shit, right? I did the same thing when I came out of prison. I was all over the fuck. Every blog wanted to interview me. Everybody, but you know what they didn't do? Nobody snatched me, pulled me to the side and told me, check this out, my boy. I need you to mark out all these boxes. I need you to check them and see what you're doing and what you're not. And how you're preparing yourself to go independent after this first deal. There is no reason why any hip hop artist should have more than one deal. After the first deal, fool, that's your startup money. If you can't make your own independent movement off of that, then I mean your fame is gonna be short lived. You know what I mean? Because us as artists, we only survive by singles. You know.
Okay.
Every song that we drop is a swing at the fence. You know what I'm saying?
So, All right, so man, I might not know too much about the rap game, right? Because I'm kind of I'm learning new stuff right now. You're putting me on game on how this shit works, right? Because I have, I just interviewed my rapper homie. He's barely starting out. He's the one selling the tickets, getting the slots. He told us about that grind. You're on a whole different level, right? So, what do you mean by that? Like, once you start your first record label.
So what I'm saying is this: look. If you're looking to be a businessman, dog, it's like this. You can't take the capital that somebody gives you and just spend it on luxuries.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like this, bro, right? I'm sure you know a lot of small business owners that for the first 2 years of their business, they're still got their 9 to 5.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Even up to 5 years, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Because they need that capital.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because just like any business, an independent artist is the same as an independent business. It's going to need capital to keep funding it.
Of course.
So who are you going to go to? When I see a label, to me, that's a bank that you're signing a loan to get a loan from. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, now I see
okay,
it.
Then, so with that mentality, you should already know. My first advance that I get, my first check, I'm not going to blow it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to do is prepare myself to flip that shit into my own and then completely become independent. Look, dog, my catalog right now is generating probably like about, I want to say like $6,000 a month.
What's the catalog?
My catalog, my music list.
Okay.
What you see on
all the music you got.
All together, it's about like, I want to say like 5,500 to like 6,000 a month, right?
Bro, well, first and foremost, I appreciate you for being transparent, Bozo.
Well, I'm not rich yet.
Yeah, I know, but
I'm gonna be rich, but I'm not there yet.
But what I was gonna say is people don't be throwing out numbers like that.
Well, because they're scary, dog. Motherfuckers fear opinion. I don't fear nothing but not telling the truth.
So you make what, 6K passively?
So yeah, so 6K passively. That's on my. But hold up though. Let me break it down to you though. But I did a deal. Okay. Originally, right? Yeah. So then you subtract 1,500 out of that, let's say a month. So what does that leave me now at? 4,000. Now imagine I would own everything exactly.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, then so then I did certain deals, but then those deals I did to be able to put myself in a position to where I can, like the first deal I did it to get the wheels turning on my own label, right? Just me, not to sign artists, just to fund my own shit by any means, right? And then after that, I kept working. I never gave up my 9 to 5. I built my catalog to where it was generating enough for me to just use that money from the catalog and reinvest it back in the machine.
Gotcha.
So my 9 to 5 money still takes care of my family. My family is straight. You know what I mean? My kids, everything. I make a pretty good living because think about it. I started that career and that trade 8 years ago. I'm damn near a boss now on my job site. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, then. So like I'm saying is it's being dually successful, not just in one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the music, of course, now it's become like a calling card into whatever other business you want to go into. I'm good at talking shit. I can have my own podcast if I want.
Bro, shit, I believe you, bro. I've been seeing your posts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I storytell to my music. I could write film.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many things that I can do. You feel what I'm saying? With it. So I'm maintaining that image because I know that I want to take an olive branch out of that and do something else eventually. You feel what I mean? So what I did was like, once I got my own label going though, I built up my catalog to where I can leverage it with investors. So I've leveraged my prior catalog with investors like Songvest.
Okay.
That aren't a record label. They're just strictly investors in businesses, dog. So, and I cut a deal with them and I sold them mechanical streams and they cashed me out a chunky ass fucking bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that bag, what did I do? I established my family. The first thing I did was I married my chick. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just leave her out there like a traditional fool would, prioritize maybe an SUV or something else. Yeah. No, what I did was like, I prioritized God and his establishment first.
That's right.
I said, I got to give my girl my last name and I got to please God with this oath that I'm making towards her to take care of her as a man forever. So once I established that and I spent money on that from the deal that I made with investors, I said, okay, then so what are we doing next? I invested in my music. You understand what I'm saying? Once I took care of the family, then I have money to play with. See, that's the beautiful thing of how I move, dog. I'm not slave to no man, no expectations, no trends. I could keep myself pure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know that if I'm pure to myself, the audience will follow.
So pretty much no one could ever say my boy Bozo's a sellout. He's not a sellout. Can't tell me nothing. Yeah.
I got too much going on to say that on my own.
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? So once I did that, dog, now we're back to where I'm at now. You feel what I'm saying? So now that investment, guess what I'm doing now? I'm gonna put it into a property now. I'm going to buy a house, right?
You want to do a house or you want to do like a duplex?
No, I'm going to do a house with like a nice like half acre to an acre in the back.
Okay.
Because what I want to do then is create a media room on my land for myself to do whatever the fuck I want, however the fuck I choose, whenever the fuck I want. Because I already built up my YouTube channel and I already got a direct partnership with YouTube through AdRed. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's another branch that we can go tap into.
Shit, bro, put me on game, bro. Put me on game.
But the thing is this, though. Listen, though. But what I'm telling you is this, though, dog. You got to create your own capital.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to create your own capital, and you got to see where you can leverage that capital to benefit you furthermore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, look, dog, my YouTube channel right now is like at 28,000 subscribers. If I want, fool, I could change the title, flip it, and give it to my kids to do reactions on toys.
Yeah.
There's so many things that I can do. I could turn it into we could do biopics on people. I got the shooter right here. You know what I'm saying? We've been growing with together. Yeah. We've been shooting together how long? 6-7 years? 6-7. This man filmed my.
Who are you talking about though?
Chris, Graphic by Nature.
Okay.
Yeah, and listen, and we've never signed no documents, nothing. When he's had to venture off and grow, it's all love. When he comes back, it's still all love.
Well, it's like my boy AZ right here in the background. This fool, he pretty much predominantly works for me doing the podcast and stuff like that, and then doing my YouTube channel. Yeah. I'm building up a YouTube channel right now for my detailing. Make sure to check it out, MP Auto Detailing. And this fool will hit me up. Hey, fool, don't be booking nothing on Monday because I got to do this for some other dude. Like you said, hey, all love, go get your bag, but I'm going to need you back on Sunday, next Sunday for another interview or whatever, But yeah, bro, that's what's up. So how have you been able to build your team? Maybe let's talk about
organically, dog. I don't force nothing.
But do you do it like you click with somebody? Like, what do you look for on an individual?
Okay, so I've done a lot of prison time. So when you do a lot of prison time, you develop a strong intuition and judgment of character.
Okay.
If you don't, you fail in prison. You're a crash dummy. You're most likely going to go out backwards, So that's always been big with me. And then not only that, I remember the lessons my parents taught me on how to judge people and how they judge people. You understand what I'm saying? And so organically, like I've never forced anything. You know what I'm saying? I've always told myself what's going to happen is going to happen because obviously the life that I lived, it was a win just for me to be released out of prison. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just the fact that I'm walking free is a huge blessing to me. You know what I mean? So I've always trusted God to navigate me into the right people. I just make sure that I'm treating everybody around me equally and fairly always. You know what I'm saying? So I developed that karma for myself to meet good people because I'm a good person and I treat people right. You know what I mean? So, with that, I met him along the way. He told me, look, I've never shot a video. You're going to be my first one. Are you down? He was enthusiastic. His energy was there. He wanted to do it. I seen the energy. I was like, run it. It's the greatest decision I ever made. You know what I mean? Like I didn't ever, and yes, I'm on his ass because that's me.
But that's you showing love. People don't realize that you're on his ass because you want him to be successful.
Well, he has his own time, space, and frame of how he works.
Okay.
Right? And it doesn't work for a person like me. But that's why that's his job. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm not trying to develop editing skills because you'll find guys that, I could do it all.
Yeah.
And then they don't end up doing shit because they're overwhelmed.
That's the same shit I did because I was like, man, I want to start a podcast. I want to talk, my shit, educate people, try to get people into what I'm into. But it's like, bro, am I really going to sit there I'm going to do the podcast for 1 hour. I'm going to sit there for another 4 to 5 hours just editing. I might
you got to know your limitations.
Somebody.
You got to know your limitations. That's another thing that you got to factor into anything that you do is your limitations and what you're capable of doing and what you're not and what you can afford and what you can't.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because, we can't shoot too high and we can't aim too low. You know what I mean? We got to stay a cool medium. But yeah, my success has always, not being too proud to be an employee and not being too scared to be a boss. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I've kept a cool medium. I've done both because it keeps me humble. It keeps me grounded. We're making over 6 figures yearly now.
That's right.
On my own. I'm an orphan, dog. I'm a convict. Like,
yeah, hell yeah.
I'm not a high school graduate. Now, you know what I'm saying?
What book, if any, in prison changed your mind about business?
Purpose-driven life. Well, not about business.
Or maybe about life that you could apply
life in general, that I could have applied in my business as a purpose-driven life. What other one, man? That was a big one. Purpose-driven life. The mystery of all mysteries, how to know God. What else did I read that gave me a good business mind? Well, the 48 Laws of Power. I'm not gonna front. That shit, I apply that shit every fucking day in my life. So that was a huge book.
I still need to read it, bro.
Yeah, it's good.
I still need to read it.
It's good for history. And then to be honest with you, the Bible, dog. Like if you read Psalms, it gives you a lot of game on business and how not to do.
Oh
business.
yeah, and I'd be telling my girlfriend too. Like I started kind of reading it too. And I was telling my girlfriend, like, damn, like most of the stuff that they tell you how to live a prosperous life.
Yeah, it's basic, dog. Yeah, it's basic.
You just take the basics of that and apply it to your business, and you're going to have a successful business.
Yeah, well, my sister told me like this a long time ago. She's like, look, stop stressing over money. You're a provider. You take care of your kids first. God's going to bless you. And that's never been a lie, you know? Dog, I'm going to be real with you. There's times where, like, my bank account is almost zeroed out.
Hell yeah.
And then, like, fucking 48 hours later, dog, I'll get a bag and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, where'd this even come from? You know what I mean? Like opportunities, because as an artist, I can do features, you know? But I can do an appearance. I can do this and that, you know what I'm saying?
It's also what I like to say is what you have in the chamber.
Yeah.
All that work that you put in the chamber, it's finally going to blast out. You feel me?
I see it like as yeast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the yeast that you're planting, you know what I'm saying?
Hell
like it's going to bubble, it's going to keep rising nonstop. Yeast don't ever stop rising, you know?
Now let's talk about more of your entrepreneur side, man. When you got out of prison, what was the first little side hustle or business that you started other than your rap?
The first side hustle that I started was not legal. So we can't really talk about that right now.
Hey man, I wasn't trying to go there.
It was not legal. But my homeboys put me on when I first came out of prison. They put money in my pocket.
That's right.
Because I've had that respect and they know that I'm loyal. They know that I'm not a dirtbag. So it was illegal, but I knew that had a limitation also.
Yeah, you did it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You ran up your bag and then you did.
And then I did it. And then honestly, the next investment that I did was go to school. Was educate myself. Like I know how to do energy auditing as far as electrical and photovoltaic. You know what I'm saying? So that was an investment to me because it was an investment of time.
Well, you know what's crazy, bro, is the fact that you're so open about your job and you're so open about talking about.
Well, I make a lot of money, so there's nothing to hide.
Of course, but what
the fuck?
No, but I mean,
my girl hasn't worked in 8 years, dog, and my girl ain't cheap.
Hey man,
when fools try to flirt with my girl, I tell them you can't afford her, dummy. What's wrong with you? What the fuck you trying to do, dog? Like,
hey, I be saying the same shit.
Look, all my cars. Look, I'm gonna say something. All my cars are paid for.
Okay.
My girl is draped in jewelry. I'm draped in jewelry. I didn't buy myself jewelry till I got my kids and my girl jewelry first. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're taken care of, dog, because of the blood, sweat, and tears that I give every day. You
the fruits of your labor.
Yeah, so it's not. I mean, I don't know why people are embarrassed to have a job.
That's what I was gonna tell you.
I'd be embarrassed not to have one.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck? Like, what, dog? Like, what is keeping you? What is keeping you diligent? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, look, homie, I think that it's important for us to never forget a hierarchy. You know, like, you could never be above reproach, dog. Like, it's good to have somebody watching your ass and telling you what you're doing wrong and what you're not doing wrong. You know what I mean? It's a poor man's mentality not to take criticism.
So do you think poor is a mindset?
Poor, most definitely it's a mindset. My fucking taste buds are rich, bro. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
My skin, I don't consider myself brown. I consider this is Aztec gold you're looking at.
That's what I was gonna say because of the
you know
song.
what I'm saying? Like I don't see myself as anything less than valuable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I see value in anything I do because look, dog, at the bare minimum, I could love you. You know what I'm saying? That like what more can I give you than that? You know what I'm saying? Like if I love you enough, dog, you're gonna succeed, dog. I'm not gonna let you fail. So therefore, I always have wealth to give.
Oh yeah.
You're never gonna come up empty-handed with me. Are you fucking crazy? I won't allow it to happen unless there's betrayal involved.
Of course.
If there's betrayal involved, you know, I'll snatch your breath. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's different.
That's different. You know what I'm saying? But as long as there's love, there's wealth to be followed by that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now let me ask you about Grinch Mode, bro, because that's been your latest single.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was strategic.
And
like
very
I've been
strategic.
saying, bro.
Everything's strategic.
Yeah, he took that out. He first and foremost. Was the Hater Road, was that all planned out for him to promote it?
He's a homie, and this, look, dog.
I'm just saying because I was like, damn, maybe these fools were planning to just release it.
I just see the game. Look, dog, I'm a big fan of basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm a huge Laker fan. You know what I'm saying?
Me
so
too.
I study everybody that I, like, if I'm watching people, it's because I'm intrigued by your process. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a big fan of Phil Jackson, and I'm a big fan of artists like 50 Cent, Ice Cube, and Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, like what I did was I warmed up the holidays with a short EP called Flaming Hot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was fire.
I took familiar beats that we all grew up in and I refreshed them and dropped it to warm up for the Grinch Mode single.
Well, I kind of felt like with the Blue Flame one, or that one. When you did the Getting It one, I was kind of like, man, some Bay beats in LA. That's the way I felt it, man. I was feeling that shit.
Yeah, so we did that. I did that upon myself because the Flaming Hot movie had just dropped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a Southsider and I take pride in anything that the Southside does. So the Flaming Hot movie is talking about a homie that came up. You know what I mean? From Ontario. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of the richest guys now just based on his product. You feel what I'm saying? So I took that movie and I let it inspire me to drop a short EP right before the holidays. What do we want before the holidays come? Music to play. Music to turn up to. So I gave the streets something to play and bump to during Thanksgiving, during Christmas. And then once Christmas was around, I had been beefing with these individuals for a minute. And it's funny because when they interview like a certain individual, he's like, you know, before that, I think Bozo's two-faced. Like, before that, he was being real cool with me. You know, he invited me to this and this and that. My answer to this is this, boy. Dog, if you would have pulled up to anything that I invited you, you're going to get packed the fuck out. Like, it was never an invitation to break bread with your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a gangster, boy. Like, I'm looking to destroy anything that is against me. You feel what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So motherfuckers be talking about like, oh, he was in my, I was reeling you in, dummy. But listen, you didn't bite because you knew you had something to hide, my dog.
That's true.
That's what you leave out of the story. You should leave out of the story why you didn't come and show up to the things that I invited you to, my boy.
Facts.
Because you knew you weren't allowed to, baby. Let's stop with the lies. Like, that's the thing about lies, dog. Look, like one lie compounds another to where you just can't keep track of them no more. You feel what I'm saying?
Now I seen the response that you had. You feel me? And I was looking at him and I was like, bro, half the text messages look fake. Like, bro, come on,
dog. All that shit. People know I don't even talk like that, fool. Well, first, you feel me? Like, I don't move like that, my boy. Like, what the fuck?
Well, not only that, but I was gonna say was the fact that he really tried shooting back at you. It was like, bro, you're just putting more.
Yeah, you're just helping me.
Yeah, you're putting
just
more
proving my point.
Exactly.
Dog.
You did it for a reaction, and that's what you got.
Yeah, but it was strategic. You know, everything from the wordplay to there's still bars in there that people still haven't caught. So, like, I'm dissing fools in there that people don't even realize.
I think you diss like 5, right?
Yeah, I dissed a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, there was
5 motherfuckers.
Because there was some sneak disses.
But I took the Bay beat because, you know, certain individuals from the Bay think they're coming around here making moves. So I took that, you know what I mean?
I seen that.
You know what I'm saying? And I did my shit on it right for the holidays so people would be excited. You know what I'm saying? So because I do want to provide my audience with entertainment, dog. I do want to make them proud, dog. Like, I do want them to feel like there's a voice that'll speak for them when they can't. You feel what I'm saying?
Bro, Bottle, I think the first one. All right, so I didn't really know about you. I'm going to be straight up honest with you, bro. Until the American Cholo shit. Right? Yeah, that's when I kind of knew about you. And then I remember I went to American Cholo a little bit after that. And I had asked about you because I seen you had a pee. And, you know, I'm from San Pedro. We wear peas all the time. I'm like, hey, bro, like, he had a pee and stuff. Like, where's he from? And he was telling me, I was like, oh, shit, okay. And then I started kind of like, you know, getting to know you from there. And then you dropped bottle after bottle.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was hard.
Well, like, I think you can agree with me. Like, there's a void for music like that.
Yeah.
Look,
I was trying to tell you, like, we need more music.
That's what I'm saying.
That,
like, look, dog, the grown men are still trying to be cool with the younger homies, you know? And we need to understand that doesn't look appropriate.
Hell no.
For grown ass men to be hanging around with youngsters, like, it's just not appropriate, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't fake the funk. You'll see me with all my G's in my video. They're grown ass men. Yeah, I'll have little homies around me sometimes, but it's when we're doing something that requires that. You understand what I'm saying? But bottle after bottle is just me letting my nuts hang, dog. It's just me letting my nuts hang. Like, I can describe it to like an old gunslinger fool just on his porch at his fucking ranch, whatever he has with his harmonica, just vibing,
doing his shit,
just vibing. And to me, that, you know, that's a huge void that's lacking because nobody's talking to look.
Is that why you did it out of your backyard?
Exactly.
Or was that your front yard?
That's my sister's house.
Okay.
That's where it all started. Like, me and the homies, you know, that's where it all started when I came out this town with my sister's backyard, dog. Like, that backyard was the terror.
So it was
like,
a
we're
symbol.
Packing fools out and all that shit.
It was a symbol.
It was symbolism from where I came from, you know, and then I'm still there, but with a different
mindset.
Result. With a different result. You feel what I'm saying? Like, dog, my family's straight. I can't take all the credit because I know it all goes to God, but I'm proud to say that, like, you know, my family went from being shattered to like being full of love now. You know what I'm saying? we've took a lot of losses through the lifestyle that we live. You know, like there's a lot of people missing in my family, mainly the men. You know, like for a long time, all the women in my family were out here alone. Not one man at all. You know what I'm saying? Because we were living the thug life. You feel what I'm saying? And nobody was giving us the perspective that I'm trying to give now. You know what I'm saying? To me, like, look, dog. To me, stripes are cool. You know, stripes are cool. But stripes are magnified when you're a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes your story so much intriguing, and it makes your story so much worthwhile listening to and wanting to study. You feel what I'm saying? And Emiliano, like, I glorify that man's movement. Like, he was a horse trainer. Who would have thought he would have led a revolution?
Hell yeah. No,
you know
bro,
what I'm saying? Like people don't understand, dog. You know what I mean? And it's like he was half mulatto, half, you know, Indio and these things and all these things, dog, that the man did. I named my son after the man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I thought that was, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I thought that was your first name.
Yeah, nah. we did that through the diss tracks that we did strategically too. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a business, bro. It's a business, but you got to have merit to execute certain type of business.
Hell yeah.
Not just anybody could say the shit I say. Yeah. So those were my investments. Those stripes that I did to go to prison and all that shit, those were my investments that I was putting in without me even knowing.
So why'd you choose Emiliano Zapata instead of Pancho Villa?
Because Emiliano fought for the South. You know what I mean? Pancho fought for the North.
Yeah, well, I only say that because I know...
It's just symbolic. They both, you know, it was the same. But for me, I'm a Southsider.
Yeah.
So everything I do has to be Southside.
That's funny. So, damn, I actually never knew about that. Emilio was from southern Mexico, and because the thing is, I've always heard Pancho Villa because we're from my parents are from Aguascalientes. I'm not sure if you know where that's at.
Yeah, we know where that's at.
Okay, yeah. So my parents are from there. And I know that one of my great-great-grandparents used to fight with Pancho, you know, back in the day, fool. So I know that. But I never knew that, though. That's something I just learned today, that they were from the two different sections of Mexico.
Most definitely.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then talk to me. So you're Mexican and Salvadorian, right? Both, yeah. So your mom's...
Salvadorian, my dad's from Durango.
Okay. Yeah. And what do you feel like you lean a little bit? Do you lean a little bit? Like,
I think that my artistic side comes from my dad, and I think that my hustler side comes from my mother. You know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's a perfect blend for me, and it's worked for me, you know what I mean?
Have you gone down there? Like,
I've been to El Salvador twice. I've been to where my dad's from. I went to Tulum like 2 summers ago.
I went last summer.
You know what I mean? Because I felt like I needed to, you know? It was very important for me, that trip.
Hot as fuck.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I went during the winter here, so it was nice. Okay. It was still hot, but it wasn't like how it can be.
Fool, I went in July.
Oh yeah, you picked you were trucking it.
You
took the rookie way. They told me do not go in the summer. I was like, serio? They're like, you're gonna hate it, eh?
Let me put it this way, bro. It was so hot. I would drink tequila. I would drink everything, bro. I was sweating so much I wouldn't get drunk. Mm-hmm. I was like a sponge, bro. That shit was just coming out, bro. I got
not getting stories, drunk. Dog, from over there. It was pretty trippy, but. You know,
I got a story from
my life's like a movie, dog. Like everywhere I go, the gangsters attract to me, you know?
Yeah.
So even when I went to Mexico, the gangsters right away,
they knew who you were.
They didn't, I don't even think they knew who I was. I don't know. It's just weird, dog. But they took care of us, to say the least, you know what I mean?
Let me put it this way. Real recognizes real.
Yeah, most definitely. I think
that saying is what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah. More or less, yeah. I don't like to pump my chest out too much, you know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying, you know what I mean? Yeah. For sure.
I'm about to talk to you about Tulum, man, because I had a situation too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, bro. I had a whole pedo down there, fool.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah, I loved it, but you know, those trips are important though.
Yeah.
You know, it's important to, you know, I tell my homeboys, like, you gotta leave the hood, dog. I don't give a fuck. Like, leave, dog. Like, you know, we stay so close-minded when we don't travel, bro.
You know what it is, bro? It's not even like foods from the hood or nothing, because I think even here,
everybody
here in San Pedro way, there's people that never even leave San Pedro.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's unacceptable.
Bro, they don't leave the 110. The 110 entrance right here, they don't leave that shit. Yeah. You feel me?
I believe
and I'm like, bro, you got to go out there to see it. Like, one time we went all the way to Northern California, it's called Redding, California, to do an interview with some jeweler. And I was telling him, I was like, bro, how the fuck do you get motivated out here? I'm like, there's nothing but farms and like nothing, you know? And he was like, it's because I come from Washington. He's like, and it rains every day over there. He's like, so I get motivated by sunshine.
Yeah.
And I was just tripping, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? So little shit like that, just going out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You see life.
Well, that's what it is. Look, dog, that's the whole key. It's
getting out of your comfort zone.
It's getting comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
That's the key to everything, bro. Like working out. I tell my girl, look, I feel like if I don't make my bed in the morning when I get up, my whole day's a fucking mess already.
But it's that discipline, right?
It's discipline, but that trickles down to everything else.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a trickle effect, but that's, you know, it's called momentum, right?
Yeah.
Momentum can start it, and you just got to keep it going. It's not that hard, fool.
So how do you think someone could start discipline that's undisciplined?
Working out. Working out is the biggest form of discipline that you can have. I used to deal with this guy when I was in prison. He was like a guard or whatever you want to call him, but he would be like the best form of discipline. He would tell me is exhaustion. You know what I mean? He's all, men only become weak when they're not. Men only become emotional when they're not exerting energy. You know, men only become ignorant when they don't have discipline. You know what I'm saying? And it's true, bro.
It is true.
Like all this fucking medication for depression, bitch. Go do 100 push-ups, see how you feel.
Facts.
On the dead homies, like I seen so many motherfuckers, dog, like running to that shit. Like it's like, dog, nah, dog. Like the endorphins that your body provides when you exercise are the chemicals that you're taking in those fucking pills, but they're fabricated. The same release of endorphins you could get from your glands between your legs, dog, that you're getting high off. But fools don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? People rather engage in drama because those endorphins are released also at the same time, but through a different source, being a bitch. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everybody, look, dog, everybody want to go to heaven. Don't nobody want to get shot.
Facts.
That's you know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, dog, you got to earn everything in this world. Nothing is given, homie. Nothing is free here, dog. You know what I mean? Like you gotta earn all that shit, dog. But people don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I surround myself with people that only do that.
Hell yeah. So look, bro, I don't know if you knew this, but this last summer before we went to Tulum, actually it was before the Tulum, and we did it for Tulum, was called the 60-day program, the Latin Wealth Club 60-day program. Every day, bro, no sugar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A gallon of water.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Low carbs, if not, no carbs. You feel me? And then eating clean every freaking day and going to work out at least 1 hour. You can do whatever you want,
whatever,
bro. You can run around the block, bro. You know what I'm saying? But for 1 hour a day, just do that every day. And then I got fit as fuck for Tulum, right? But I was trying to tell people that that's how you build discipline. And you know what was my motto? Don't be a little bitch.
Yeah,
so it's kind of funny, bro.
Look, dog, when I was having health issues, I go to the doctor. My doctor prescribes me some shit to thin out my blood, right? Because when I was in prison, for all that time I did, all I was digesting was processed food. Yeah. That had a long ass shelf life. So therefore, cholesterol was heavy into my bloodstream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was feeling it, not knowing what I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? But finally, through having a job and acquiring benefits medical, I'm able to go to the doctors that I want when the fuck I want. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, earned blessings. You know what I'm saying? You did. So I went to the doctor. The doctor told me what was wrong with me. I went home. I saw the medication. And I said, man, I need exercise. All I need is more exercise. That's it. And then my girl was like, but you already exercise. All right, then maybe I need to change my diet. So now what I do is I intermediate fast. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat the first meal till after lunch so that my body consumes its own toxins, dog.
So do you do 20 hours or 18 hours?
I don't even know what I do because I stop eating at night and then I don't eat till fucking noon. So I'll probably end up doing probably like 14 hours or something like that.
Well, if you do that, okay. Yeah, 14 to 16 hours. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
because I've done that and I've done 18. Yeah, I've tried to do it. I've done 24 once, bro. Yeah, and I've done 4 days straight in prison for religious reasons though, fasting, nothing but water. What were you gonna be, Muslim or what?
No, I'm Christian.
I know, but isn't that what Muslim people do?
Fasting no. Jesus did it first. 40 days, 40 nights without bread and water.
Okay. Now I'm just asking, bro, because I know that like in their community they be doing that.
Everybody does it. Fasting is huge for repairing your own body, dog. Like that's the key to everything, dog. It's crazy, homie. We're so self-sustainable, dog. Our worst enemy is ourselves.
Yeah, I did it just because it made me feel better.
And I feel right. like a beast, dog.
Well, I be feeling like I'm hitting the reset button. If I do a 24-hour fast, I feel like I'm hitting a hard reset button on my body.
And you probably are. Yeah. You probably are. But the thing is that, everybody wants the easy way out. It's easier just to pop a pill. Yeah. But then that pill's killing your liver. So how do you fix your liver? Yeah.
Those antidepressants and all that
exactly.
Shit?
So, the business mind, the warrior mind, it goes the mind state to be a man. It trickles towards everything. Yeah. I tell my homies that are going through some shit, I tell my homie, get your money right. Everything will fall in after that.
That's right.
And I mean money right. Not illegal money. I'm talking about earned money. You know what I mean? There's a virtue in earning things. You know what I'm saying?
And then there's pride, bro. That's what people don't understand, too. You take a lot more pride when you earn it.
Well, can't nobody tell you shit.
Yeah.
When you've earned it. Can't nobody tell you nothing, dog. Nothing.
You won't ever have problems.
Nothing. You won't have no problems with nobody. Nobody owes you nothing. You can't blame your misfortunes on them. You can only blame it on yourself and hold yourself accountable. And I'd rather do that than put my future on anybody else's hands. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this, man. Since everything's strategic that you do, why are you buying a house this summer?
Well, I'm not buying at any given date. I'm starting the process because I'm aware that there's an election coming.
Of course.
Right? So when elections come in, it's like this, dog. It's like the NFL to make people put it in layman's terms, right? It's like, do you like a offensive team or do you like a defensive team? You know what I'm saying? I like a defensive team. Yeah. That's why I vote red. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
I vote red because I believe that conservation is better than than freedom, liberal freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
progressive.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm banking on Trump to win.
That's right. Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So I know that if Trump comes into office, certain stocks are going to boom.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I know that banks are going to be offering new programs to home buyers because of his agenda to put more Americans back into home. Yeah. So what I want to do is be able to have a down payment ready, have my taxes done, have the loan ready. So if in 2024 at any given time, I feel like that's a time I can do it. But if I don't, I don't.
So if you're pretty much getting trigger ready, you could say.
I'm getting ready to execute. I'd rather be proactive than reactive.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, are you into politics like that or not?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Somewhat. When the politics are affecting
your day-to-day life,
then yeah. When politics are prioritizing emotion over reality, then yes, I get involved. You know
let me ask you this, bro.
I vote, though. I do vote.
Yeah, me too. Oh wait, how long did you have to wait to vote?
No, they passed a law where you can vote now. If you're a felon, you can vote.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, well, I didn't know
all
that.
felons don't have no excuse no more. You can vote.
Oh shit! So there's no more like, I'm a felon, I can't even vote.
You can't do jury duty, but you can vote.
Like, you posted something yesterday, bro, or maybe not yesterday, a couple of days ago, where you were like, you were talking about what's going on in our country, and you say, stay vigilant, this and that.
Yeah.
And it kind of caught me from surprise because I didn't know your political identity.
Yeah.
I didn't know where we're gonna agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know, bro. Mostly in our community, it's kind of like you stay closeted until you're like, oh wait, you're like that too.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Where did you start finding your political identity?
In prison. When I was at Centinela, we had the basic cable channels, and one of them was CNN. So when Obama was running for president, I followed his campaign heavy. And that was the beginning of it, pretty much. I got obsessed with it, so I had to back up. For a minute.
For a minute, you're about to get down for that shit.
Because you can get lost, dog, and lose focus on yourself. Yeah. Be careful what books you open because they can open your mind to a lot of shit that you don't need.
Exactly.
A lot of information is unnecessary. Don't over inform yourself, dog. Trust me, you don't want to know everything.
Yeah, facts.
You don't, dog.
Facts,
not even in your own family. Whatever your parents didn't tell you, leave it, dog. Facts. Leave it alone, my boy.
Facts.
Whoever's tia was primos with who before that, let that shit go, my dog.
Facts.
You don't want to know, my boy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's a huge burden to want all the truth, dog.
Yeah, no, it's facts, bro. It's facts because I'm not gonna lie, bro. At least with me, I'm 24, right? Yeah. I just started learning about politics. I started learning about the real road. I'm like, damn, this road is fucked up, bro.
Yeah, it is.
This road is fucked. It is such a cold road.
But it's been, and it was worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, the world, our world goes through stages of good times, hard times, soft times, and then back again. And men are a reflection of the times that we're going through. All these pussy ass fools out here are pussy because we haven't had a mandatory draft in a long time.
Facts. Damn, bro. You
know what I'm saying? That's the truth. That's a fact.
I mean, I'm gonna lie, bro. I'll be a little scared of a draft.
And all this like equal rights for women, it should never happen.
Yeah,
women should never have equal rights because a woman can't bear the obligations of a man and never will. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, that might sound a little controversial there. You wanna?
No, it's not controversial whatsoever. Real women know that it's the truth. A real woman will let a real man lead. Facts. And I'm not talking about lames. I'm not talking about, so-called men. I'm talking about a man. If you have a man, nurture that motherfucker, build his confidence up, and provide for him everything that he needs to face the world that you can't face.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Do that for your man. Like, I see too many women right now quick to beat down their man because they're not financially stable, or because maybe they have shortcomings that that they don't seem that they don't want to accept, right? But it's hard being a man, eh?
Fuck yeah, bro.
It's extremely hard being a man, just like it is a woman, right? But to me, look, dog, to me, a woman's biggest choice in life, right? To and you can tell me if I'm wrong, to find fulfillment and complete happiness is find the right man.
I feel like it is.
Okay, for us, it's a lot worse than that.
Hell yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of fucking variables for a man. You know.
But not only that, but I mean, you talk a lot of people. You know what I've seen videos where they ask women, "Would you kill for your kid?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't know about that one. Like, nah, I don't know." They ask the dad's like, "Hell yeah, boom!"
Yeah.
Like, no questions asked, bro. Like,
yeah,
the fact that we are, you could say we're disposable.
Yeah,
bro.
We
like,
are disposable.
We're disposable beings, bro. Like,
we are.
It's either you sacrifice yourself or you're a bitch.
Well, a woman,
you know
there's never been a mandatory draft of women to war.
Yeah.
So that should just end the conversation right there.
Facts.
Think about it, dog. Like, look, dog, if you get a chick pregnant right now, right? How long till she could have her next baby?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, so it takes 9 months to birth.
Right.
And then let's say we give her another 2 months to nurse the child, right?
Okay.
So let's say 11 months.
So in a year she could have another kid.
Yeah, I could create children all day, every day.
Okay. You
don't see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
I should be prioritized.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because I can create humanity all over again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And the woman's limitations are just there. And it's not me taking anything away from women. Dog, look, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have the woman I have.
Well, shoot, bro. You wouldn't. I think, look, bro, if you disagree with Bozo, he's married. You're probably not, my boy.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm faithful, homie.
That's what I'm saying.
There ain't one bitch out here that could say I slid in her DM. There ain't one bitch out here that say I dipped in the cookie jar.
But that's your oath to God.
Because it is my obligation to God. I told God that I would take care of his child, and I would take care of her to his liking. You know what I'm saying?
To his glory.
To his glory. Yeah.
Now let me going back to the politics, bro. What do you think of our raza? Like being so stuck up on like, oh, I'm Mexican, I'm this, I'm
it's
that.
retarded.
Like, bro, when are you gonna realize you're American, fool?
It's retarded, dog. It's like me, dog. Look, the best way I can describe that is like me saying, fuck, dog, that I'm a transgender. It's the same ludicrous mentality. You know what I mean? It's the same denying your birthright. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, dog, that's your country where you were born at, right? But that's not where you're gonna see prosperity at, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you come to this land, you need to adopt it completely because this is where you're at. You know
and
what
this
I'm saying?
is where you're most likely gonna stay.
This is where it's proven that you will prosper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, homie, like. It's an ignorant mentality, dog. But, you know, like I tell you again, somos indios by nature. You know what I'm saying? So we don't ever want to give thanks, fool, because we're too proud. See, those people that say that are too proud to admit that they love the United States, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a costume that they wear, a lie to tell themselves that they're proud of where they're from.
Well, I was speaking more on like the people that were born here.
Oh, those people.
You know what I'm saying?
Those people are even stupider. Those motherfuckers are even dumber, dog. Like, dog, it's like, I see these fools that turn jihad and all that shit.
Yeah.
Those are the same motherfuckers that their mom bought them every Xbox game as soon as it dropped.
Facts.
Those are the same motherfuckers that the mom, don't hit my baby, blocked the motherfucking mom or fought. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, like, those are the same motherfuckers that everybody fucking bought my homeboy told me, oh, you're going to have a baby? Why don't you go get a wipey warmer? So when you wipe them, they're already warm.
What the fuck?
I was like, because I ain't raising a bitch, fool. What the fuck you think? It's a wipey, my boy.
That's right.
A wipey warmer. What the fuck you... My dog, what's wrong with you, bro?
So let me find out, bro. Like, my parents, bro, when I used to get my ass beat by one of my cousins or something, they'd be like, oh, you probably deserved it.
You did.
You feel me? Like, yeah. But what I was going to say was... What I was gonna say was that's the way we grew up, right?
Yeah.
We grew up like you got your ass beat. Hey, that was probably your bad. Yeah. Accept that shit and be responsible.
Well, you spare the rod, you spoil the child, is what the Bible says.
Well, look, bro, I was born. I remember. Well, I can't remember when I was born, right? But when I was growing up, bro, I remember that soft shit. Oh, don't hit my kid. Oh, why are you yelling at my kid? Yeah. Like, bro, it got to the point where I was 12 years old playing baseball, right, at the Little League. And there'd be parents, bro, that'd be like telling the coaches, oh, go easy on my kid. Like, my kid, you know, this and that. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, bro, we're here to play baseball. We're here to play ball, bro. do you want to be a little bitch and be like, oh, I can't run over there because I have health issues?
Yeah.
Like, or you're going to just make shit happen, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what my generation, Gen Z, is fucking up.
It's not their fault. It's their agenda. It's the agenda. Look, it's the media's agenda. It's the government's agenda to demasculate men.
Yeah.
Okay. Because men are the only ones that speak up and that can solidify a movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you think about it, fool. You take the masculinity out of society. What do you have left?
Nothing.
A bunch of vaginas, fool.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not easy. That's not hard to dominate.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? All you got to do is pump fear into women. See, a woman's compass is guided emotionally.
Yep.
A man's compass is guided by his purpose.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? That's why it's different. That's why it's important to keep men masculine, dog.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Let me tell you the truth. Do you think that, and I'm not disrespecting women because I know it sounds like that, right?
Well,
but let me ask you something. But let me ask you something. That George Jefferson Bridge, right? That we crossed. Vincent Thomas Bridge, my bad.
Or unless you went to the Long Beach one, that one.
The big one, the 710.
Yeah. Okay, that's a different one, yeah.
Dog, think about how ambitious those men were. Fool.
Yeah.
You think there was one woman that laid one brick on that bridge?
Doubt it.
There wasn't. I can guarantee you that shit. You think there was one woman at that job site?
Nah.
Okay, then. So why can't we get credit?
Facts.
I mean, we've earned it. It's not like we're just asking for it. We've earned it. We've built the homes that shelter you. We've built the hospitals that save you. We fought the wars that you couldn't fight. So what the fuck is wrong with us demanding our respect?
So look, bro, you've been on this earth longer than I have.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think shit started to change?
I think shit started to change. Well, when I noticed it was when, fuck, dog. When it got to this bad, I want to say, and people are going to think I'm fucking crazy, dog. I think Drake did all this shit.
With the little bitch voice, with all the little bitch songs,
all this shit, dog.
You know, it's funny. This was
all this shit, my boy.
This fool told me one time.
And listen, I love Drake's music now, but the original Drake was a bitch boy, fool. Simp ass, suck ass motherfucker on his emotions, dog. Now he's a fucking mafia this, mafia that, right?
Yeah,
because he's papered up. But when he came into the game, he was just a simp, homie, suck ass fool. All in touch with his emotions. Had every motherfucker in traffic singing all that soft ass shit to himself. Had every motherfucker in the shower acting like a bitch in that shower, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody was wearing skinny jeans, dog. What the fuck is wrong with you fools, dog? Fools are wearing tighter shit than their chicks, dog.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You never listen to Marvin's Room?
Marvin's? No.
That's the little bitch shit, but bro, have you ever been to a break? You're like, I was feeling this.
But I noticed it in the music. Look, let me tell you like this. Look. Okay, I grew up on R&B.
Yeah.
R&B's pretty much dead now.
Yeah.
Why? Because rappers like Drake started singing in the hooks, fool. It killed R&B. So it was a strategic move to take romance out of our communities, dog. When I was growing up, my homies used to be bumping Key Sweat, How Deep Is Your Love on the hood. Bang the fuck out in the hood. You know what I'm saying? It was Zapp and Roger. I want to be your man. Gangster, proud of it. When I was growing up, my homies treated their women like they were important.
Trophies.
There were trophies, dog. They would fight over their women.
Yeah.
To this day, most of my homies still do. Now the bitches are smoked out, though. So they're worthless. But the bitches in the hood, I'm just saying, right? But anyways, but before they weren't smoked out, you know? And before women, look, dog, it's crazy, dog, because back in the days, women would write fools in prison.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't faithful, right? They still cared about keeping their man strong. When I started doing time, I want to say after the 2000s, I started doing time in 98. 98 or 99? 99.
That's before that's when
99,
I was born.
I started doing time in 99, and I noticed that by 2000s, early 2000s, there was no more mail no more, dog. Like motherfuckers hardly lined up for mail.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like they took that nurturing, like I said, and that confidence. See, it takes a woman, dog, to build you that way, whether you see it or not. It's either going to take your mother or the woman that you fall in love with, your sisters, your tia, your grandma. Only a woman can provide the love that a man needs to be inspired the way that he needs to be inspired. Another man telling you they care just doesn't hit the same, fool.
No.
Another man telling you, I need you to survive, doesn't hit the same, dog. Because we are constructed genetically to give a fuck about women. You know what I mean? For women to give us our purpose. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, take it how you want. You know what I mean? Women are definitely huge factors in a man's life. You know what I'm saying? Like the most important factor. Studies say that a man will recover from his father dying, but not ever his mother. That's fucked up. It's crazy when we grew up, dads celebrated Father's Day and got tools.
Yeah.
But a mom got diamonds every fucking Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? But nobody complained. The man didn't complain. He was good with the tools. That was a compliment from his wife. You a worker. Here goes what you need to be more successful.
For you to provide.
And the man took that. Fuck it. Here you go, baby. Here's the diamonds that I provide for you. And it was even keel. We were straight. Now it's like a bitch wants a Birkin bag while you're dating a bitch. I seen some dumbass bitch talking about she's too good for Cheesecake Factory. Bitch, slide that shit. Slide that shit then, bitch. You know what I mean? Like we not too good for that over here.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't nopal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We find nourishment in the most desolate of places.
Hell yeah.
Because we appreciate everything. You know what I'm saying? So like that, you know, we need to get back to that, dog, or try to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's truly 50-50, bro. When they talk about 50-50 relationship, that's a 50-50 relationship.
Well, all relationships have to be 50-50, but...
Yeah. But I'm saying that's the perfect 50-50.
It is, yeah. Yeah. Well, I remember my dad coming home and giving my check and giving his check to my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's some real OG shit right there.
You know what I'm saying? Some real OG shit. And it's like, but I get why he did that, though. I get that to keep her grounded. Look, babe, this is what we make. So don't shoot too high. You know what I'm saying? This is all we got, baby. So, hey, you know your limitation. You know what we can do.
And
think about that.
You never get complaints.
You never get
anything.
Dog.
Yep.
You never get complained. You know what I'm saying? My girl has the passwords to all my shit. Every single thing, dog. You know what I mean? Because I want her to know like what we're capable of doing and what we're not.
So you believe in sharing your kingdom with your wife.
You have to.
You gotta give them the keys to your kingdom.
You have to. You have to trust her with everything because she's the only one that's gonna make sure that, Lord forbid, something happens to you, the kids are still taken care of. You know?
Hell yeah.
And that's what happens, dog. That's your seed. You know what I mean? You got to make sure that your seed is always straight. If not, then you're not a man. You know?
Hell yeah.
It's very simple.
Shit, bro. You've been splitting games since you got here, dog. This whole time I just been quiet like, damn, nothing but facts. Facts. Now, shit, bro, you went on the run. Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, for sure.
Bro. Yeah. I just wanted to ask because I heard about it on a podcast and stuff like that. Bro, how was that? Was that some crazy shit?
It was fucked up. It was horrible. It was the worst thing ever. You wake up every day expecting to not, make it. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts start creeping into your head because you've done prison time before or you've took losses before. Like, is it even worth fighting? You know what I mean? Should I just slug it out with the cops and end it now?
So you've been in that position before?
I've been in that position. Hell yeah, most definitely. Wow. Yeah. Well, everybody's telling you you're going to get life and you're wanted for the shooting over here and you're wanted for these 5 robberies over here. Like when I got busted, they busted me for a shooting in the city of Whittier. And then they busted me for like 6 armed robberies in Baldwin Park, So at that point, I'm thinking like, I'm never going to get out again. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Let's slug it out, and leave on our terms. But the loneliness is hard, like you think about it, fool, like the people that you most love, like to me, like my at that time, it was my sisters, like they were my mothers, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even talk to them, visit them. They didn't want to call me because the phones were tapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lonely place, dog. It's horrible, bro. So think about it. You can't even get a job. How do you get a house without putting your name on it and not getting rated? Like you and if you have kids, you gotta let them go. You gotta walk away. You know what I mean? Like my daughter was 8 years old when I went on the run. I didn't see her again until she was 19.
Damn. So that was a fucking man-less decision then, just to fucking go on the run. Did you like end up like taking yourself in or
hell no? They came and got me in Colorado. Shit, they had to catch me. I wasn't going out like that. Hell no, they caught me making breakfast, dog. They caught me making breakfast, and that was
what,
it.
Right there, shirtless or what?
Yeah, no. I was high. I was higher in the morning making breakfast. I was playing God of War, the first one, when it first came out, and I was just in a zone in Colorado, in Lakewood, Colorado, dog. Damn. And they came and got me, and it was just like, all right, fuck it, let's run it. Like this is what it is. I accepted it. Instead of complaining and being all mad, I was like, fuck it, this is what it is. And I went to trial, fought the case and all that, opportunities came to turn on my hood and debrief and all that shit. Fuck no, like I wasn't going to do that shit. It wasn't my Vado's fault. I did what I did. You know what I mean? It's on me. So you write it out, Yeah.
And I feel like that's another thing that we're lacking nowadays, man. Is accountability and responsibility.
Accountability. I think that accountability is
the biggest thing.
The biggest lesson for a man. Once you take accountability, everything else will work out. Like you won't allow yourself to do no goofy shit,
Hell yeah.
Like
and then you see yourself differently.
You
know
do.
what I'm saying? Because then you have a reputation.
Well,
to take care of.
you have look, dog. The difference between a man and a child is this, dog. A child still lives in his imagination.
Facts.
You know what I mean? A man lives in reality. So the moment that you grasp reality, you grow up into a man. Like only kids on the streets think that they can shoot fools, murder fools, and then live happily ever after. Dog, you're not going to live happily ever after. I'm sorry. There's curses that come with all that work, eh?
Do you believe in generational curses?
Yes. I believe that a piece of shit father can set his son up to fail. If he's burned enough bridges and he's harmed enough people, like think about this, fool, in the wildlife, right? When the lion mates a woman, he destroys every single drop of the prior lion's bloodline. You know why that is? Because he fears one of those cubs growing up and doing the same to him.
And that's the same reason why they want to end masculinity.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that you can leave generational curses, you know what I'm saying, to people. So it's important to carry yourself a certain way.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna tell me that 6'9" son's gonna be able to go to school and smell? Nah. You think Adam 22's kids are gonna be able to go to school and not be cursed by their parents' choices?
Yeah. Or like Kim Kardashian and shit like
exactly.
that.
Yeah. What we're seeing, their kids already suffer from that.
Dude, you hear stories of like these OnlyFans girls, their kids getting bullied or committing suicide or whatever.
Okay. Let's say me and you are homies, fool.
Yeah.
Right? And you just seen my mom getting fucking DP'd on fucking on your computer screen. Yeah. You're not gonna come to school the next day and make fun of me?
I would. Shit.
So that's just masculinity.
That's natural.
That's natural masculinity to fucking look, dog. That's another thing that people need to understand, dog. It's nature for us to either glorify our women or look down on our women towards each other and use it as leverage. You feel what I'm saying? Like when men fail behind women, it's because that woman was used as a leverage. And when a man succeeds because of a woman, it's because you as a man chose to use that wife as leverage to succeed. You understand what I'm saying? So women are a huge pawn in a man's upbringing and his success, dog. You know what I'm saying? And a woman can either make you or break you, homie. Like they say, a woman can either be your better half or she could cut you in half.
Yeah. I've learned a lot about that.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's huge, dog. That's important as fuck, dog.
You listen to Andrew Tate or what?
Excuse me?
You like Andrew Tate?
Yeah, I listen to him here and there.
Yeah.
I listen to him here and there.
Do you listen to like some fools like that? Like
I here and there, fool. I used to before, like David Goggins, Andrew Tate. Who else did I like to listen to? Deepak Chopra.
Hey,
Deepak Chopra too.
You should look up Andy Frisella.
I never heard of that guy.
He's the one that I got the "Don't Be a Little Bitch" and shit that from. He has like this thing called 75 Hard. Yeah, have you ever heard of that?
Yeah,
he created it.
Okay,
yeah, he created it.
Yeah, but it's true though. It's true. Like men have to build up a tough exterior before they fully reach their peak because the road is hard.
Yeah,
the road is hard.
You got to be mentally tough, fool. You have to be mentally tough. You have to build that fucking mental.
I'm waiting
toughness.
for a transgender to tell me how to address him. I'm fucking dying for that day, fool. Like, you don't even know, you know? Like,
I've been doing that shit on purpose, bro. Like, there's been times
no, it's no disrespect. It's just like, I think that it's disrespectful to me to try and tell me what a man is.
I was going to say, I've done that shit on purpose.
You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy boy, I'll show you what a man is. Come on, jump in the car, boy.
I've never had, like, them tell me, but I've seen one, and I've addressed them as a man.
Yeah. That's all I'm going to address them as.
Exactly. And it's
just like I don't use the N-word towards my people neither.
Exactly. What are they going to say to me, fool? Oh, I'm not... What are you going to say to me, bro? You're a man. I'm going to address you like a fucking man. You know, and yeah, bro. I feel like, bro, all that shit, bro, is just nothing but
they call it toxic masculinity.
Yeah, what we think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Before they would call you brave.
Yeah.
They would give you badges for that shit.
Yeah. Literally.
That's crazy, dog. How manipulation is a motherfucker.
Fool, men used to go out there, fucking fight for the countries, die, and be honored when they came back.
But to be honest with you, dog, like this is the only place that world exists in, is in this fucking phone.
Yeah.
Like on the real world, dog, it's still men running shit.
Let me ask you something, bro. If you think phones didn't exist,
I think phones need to be banned from our country, period.
Phones?
Well, not what I'm... Okay, social media platforms.
Okay.
Social media
All platforms. Of them?
All of them. Ain't none of them benefiting us at all.
Well, I make money on Instagram.
Yeah, but not enough. Not enough to change the world.
Facts.
You know, Jeff Bezos ain't making it off of Instagram.
Facts.
They did that shit off of their service.
Facts.
You know, Elon Musk didn't do it off of this shit. The richest man, none of them did it off of Instagram or fucking TikTok or none of that shit. So
you feel like we're just slaves to
we are slaves. Well, this is what magnifies your ego.
Facts.
You know, when you wake up in the morning and you might feel like a little slump, you could say some shit on Instagram to make you feel like God and just walk out the room.
Yeah.
So it's a drug and it's instant gratification also.
Facts. So how important is delayed gratification to you?
It's very important because it teaches you how to appreciate it. You know what I mean? How to see the different layers in it. You know what I'm saying? And it gives you a time to see why you're desiring that gratification. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you really need to drink, dog?
No.
That's what I'm saying, right? So,
I don't even like drinking because the next day I'm fucking jet lagged.
There's a lot of things that you can make examples out of that, dog. It's like jacking off.
Yeah.
Like, you know how harmful jacking off is to your psyche?
It is.
Huge, dog. It desensitizes you from a woman's touch and a woman's affection.
Yep. That's why porn is bad for you.
It is bad for you.
Literally, bro.
Trust me.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then the fact that shit's so instant is what really fucked up us as a men, too, because we have weenies out there that can't even approach a girl to get her number.
Because they're on the phone all day.
Exactly. Because they're scared. They don't know, what if she rejects me? Fool. The worst you could get is a fucking no. You move on to the next one, so what?
That's it, baby.
You feel me? But
just conquer and explore, man.
I just feel like, bro, just because we grew up with some traditional ass parents, bro, like we think alike. Because, bro, we have a big ass age gap. You feel me? But man, I feel like in our community, bro. Yeah, you're right, bro. Strong men will make or break a kid.
Well, that's why that's why. Look, you see, I live in a community where there's a bunch of Asians around me, right?
Okay.
Them women, they respect their man, dog.
Yeah. They do.
You know what I mean? They glorify their man. Those men ain't overly violent and machista to try and prove it either.
Nah.
You know why? Because their women don't test them.
Yep.
Like a Hispanic woman will test you.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have conversation with my sister-in-law, right? She's with my homeboy. And I tell her, protect your man, eh? And a lot of times I have to explain to her what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And I'm like, look, man, if you know that this and this and this is hurting your man's feeling, then do the proper adjustments to where it doesn't hurt him as much, eh? Try to guard him from that situation. Like, if you know if his heart's weak for a certain individual in his family that doesn't necessarily deserve it, find a way to help him see that without you making him feel dumb for loving that person. Because there's a difference between you telling me you're fucking up and you're doing this and this and that, than you telling me, look, man, the shit that you're doing is breaking my heart. Like, those actions that you're taking, those moves you're making, they feel a certain way to me, eh? You know what I'm saying? And it reminds me of this and this and that. And I don't really want to go there. There's a way different reaction to that.
It's all about approach, and it's all about words.
It is, dog. And I just had that conversation with my own wife recently, you know, because she's quick to tell me what I'm doing wrong, but hardly ever what I'm doing right. But luckily for her, I'm ultra confident. I've been nurtured by so many women that I don't, you know, I could miss her compliments here and there because I got 2 sisters, so many nieces, my daughters, and all this shit that love me and, you know what I mean, give me all that. But at the end of the day, it's her job to give me the most.
You got to give flowers. It's pretty much is all you're saying.
You got to, yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn, bro. So, damn, bro. I don't even know where else we could take this, but shit, man. I fucking love this podcast, man. You split some game, man. And not only that, but fuck, we found out something we both agree on and shit like that.
Yeah, well, it's my truth. I can only give you my truth. And like I said, I won't tell you what I've done before I told you what I've seen.
Hell yeah, bro. Well, I appreciate you coming in, Bozo.
Yeah,
it was a fucking pleasure, my boy. But yeah, man, this is the end of the podcast. All money and no money out. Stay dedicated, stay motivated, and don't be a little bitch. We'll see you on the next one, Line of Wealth Club.
Yeah.
Fuck a bitch. Fuck a man. It is clear.
Feeling good. Grab a blower. Wanna kill some shit. Yeah, fuck a bitch. Fuck her man and his clique. Ain't nobody worried about them threats you spit. Drop out rappers tryna hide who they is. You can lie to the gram, but your name on that list. Your homies getting smashed for that shit you did. You out in foreign lands tryna hide from the shit. I'm in a big body tryna kill somebody. She said shotgun like fuck my baby daddy.